My business before working with Sheri was very stagnant. I didn't really know exactly how to grow, what direction to grow. It needed a lot of help and guidance for somebody that has experience in the industry in order to scale. But before, we were just in a routine, doing things as I were with no creativity, no
Mm-hmm.
adjusting. So, yes, before we were just very stagnant
Mm-hmm.
in that process.
Right.
So that was the first. That's when I decided to reach out to Sheri. I reached out to Sheri about 6 months ago, back in the middle of 2024. I believe it was July. I wasn't quite ready to hire her as a coach, but after a year of progress, I really hit that point where I was like, it's time to get some help because I don't know where to go from here. The biggest aspects that I found most helpful were the just initial structuring of scheduling and customer communication. That was a big change that we did
Mm-hmm.
that took me a little bit to get used to. But once I did, I found the efficiency and how much more it opened up the business for more opportunity, more
Mm-hmm.
customers. And then the other aspect that really helped with buy-in from the employees is our vivid vision. And
Mm-hmm.
after we did the vivid vision together, it really separated where I was at to where I see the business going. And I read it to the employees, I showed it to the employees, and that's when I got buy-in from them. When I
That's
was really
nice.
able to describe what I wanted the business to become, how I valued them as employees, and where I wanted to go. And they were very shocked because it's the way that we're looking at it now, it's more than a business, it's a culture, it's a community, and we're trying to grow together versus
Mm.
kind of doing the day in, day out pest control services. So, really developing it into something more than just pest control, really want to develop it into a community, a brand, a culture that people really enjoy working at. And that's the number one thing that I've wanted to express to them. And reading that vision was the best way that I was able to do it. So, growth wise, we hit numbers that I never really expected to hit.
Oh.
Last year, we were at a 45%
Mm-hmm.
growth in gross revenue, and that's without any price increasing for the last 2 years. So, that's strictly phone calls that came in. The way that we structured the communications with the customers has really helped us be able to take on new customers. So, the growth has been outstanding. Last year, we hit a month that was six figures, just
Oh,
shy of
wow.
six figures, but we'll call it six figures, which has been great. So, measurable growth has been that. I would say, I mean, the guys have been great. We use KPIs to measure, their
Mm-hmm.
production and everything. And just the numbers that we run off of have shown that where we're priced at, where the production is at is outstanding, and we want to make sure we maintain
Mm-hmm.
that level of production while managing customer service, of course. I think there's a lot of pest control business owners that think that they might have all the answers or feel like that they're reinventing a wheel. um, Sherry knows that wheel. She's gone through the growth as a second generation pest control owner, and she's
Mm-hmm.
taken her business to multiple branches and knows what it takes in order to be able to do that. And just using her knowledge and really listening to her and implementing the things that she wants you to implement will make drastic changes in the business. It may be hard, it may be uncomfortable, but you really just need to trust the process with
Mm-hmm.
Sherry because she knows. Where my business was before, I was doing pest control. I was a solo operator. Didn't really have a direction. I was just doing it to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more like a job, and I never really
Yeah.
felt that I was a business. I was just earning money. Um, the where I see the business going now, I just feel that it's unlimited in the scale. It's really just limited by the geography that I'm located in. I can see by implementing the processes that we have and creating the culture that the business can really be almost whatever I want it to be. And I feel very confident and comfortable in scaling and growing because I have a great support system behind me that can teach me how to change and adapt as I hit new levels and phases of the business. Learning how to become an owner, become a manager, create culture, and really, also coach the people within the company to not only become better pest control operators, managers, but also just to become better, individuals in their own personal lives.